Apex Craftsman is the name of my company, LLC. We started off with a moving company, moved up for decks and remodeling kitchens and bathrooms. We've been doing it for 20 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, I'm 39 years old, so I started when I was young with my family and stuff like that and moved up from there.
Very nice. I'd like to know a background a little bit. Tell me your story. Like, how did you begin this business? You said you started off with your family. How did it get you to this point to where you are today?
I just wanted to make everybody have a dream. Take your time on every project. Make sure every tile is laid perfectly. I mean, I get my boots on just with the crew and just get there and just make sure everything's perfectly. Because if you can dream it, I can build it.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah, I've done concrete flat stairs for friends of mine just so I can have the see if I can do it and challenge myself to more of a unbalance of everything. Uncomfortable feeling is something I like to do. So if I sit there and learn it, I'll take it on for somebody else's project too.
Yeah.
Fluting concrete stairs with lighting underneath of it was a beautiful project of mine. I did for a family that didn't have a lot of money, so I was like, just give me $500. I'll just do it for you.
Yeah.
And then military people change a light bulb. I don't worry about it. I'll buy a light bulb, change it. Just showing pride in what you know how to do and giving it to somebody else.
Yeah.
And not just give them a half finished project.
Yeah.
And keep it on schedule. And that's one thing I OCD about.
No, I love that you take great pride in your work, that you want to make sure
you
that
have
it's
to
done
take
right.
pride in your work.
Yes.
I mean, like you take pride in your work. I mean, everybody has to take some kind of pride and have some kind of dream. Like, I love my job. I love going in and saying to a client that I can do that. I mean, the budget will allow me to do that, but if you want add-ons to that, you got to do it for time. Time management is everything in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk to me about your team. How many people do you have, and what kind of people are you? Sorry, you're like getting so excited.
I'm very hyper, so it's
no,
okay.
That's okay. No, I love that energy.
So basically, my team members, I have foremen, and then they hire their guys to work with them, guys they feel comfortable with. So I have 3 foremen. I have I try to have one of my foremen come up here because he was one of the, when I take my vacation or take my time off away from people, everything, and he takes over the company for me. I give him 4 jobs for that week. He takes them over, checks on all 4 jobs, gives me reports, and that's my main foreman. Another guy I barely use him because he more does like a punch out painting concept of stuff I do, and he takes pride in his work. But I won't let him take on projects. So I only have 2 foremen pretty much. Try to keep it minimum down, so minimum cost, so I can save clients money.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing. If I sit there and say I'm going to finish a project in a month, it's going to take me a month to finish that project because they have other projects they have to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to take more pride in every project.
Yes.
So that's why I like to give it at least a month or 2 for like a bathroom remodeling and kitchen remodeling, stuff like that. But decks are in the season, so I do decks, kitchen remodeling. I own a moving company, but I don't like moving.
Yeah,
I just did that during Corona. When Corona happened, everybody was moving out, so I saw a profit in it. So I went straight for it to build my profit up.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to go through some of the services that you do provide. So like you said, you have deck and patio construction. I know you just said that it's not your favorite, but you've got local moving services.
Yes.
House moving, local moving, moving equipment rental, residential carpet cleaning. Talk to me about those. Yeah.
So when you move, you think about it, you got to clean your carpet. You got to everybody's renting in Washington, D.C. and Maryland and everything like that. You got to clean the carpet, got to wipe the walls down. So we offer a service like that. And then we do a financing. We have multiple different financing companies that I work with. You ever heard of Acorn financing, stuff like that? So it's a contractor thing. Okay. So basically you can do different kind of financing through different lenders and see what you qualify for so your rate stays pretty low. Mm-hmm. So I can get the job done for you for a decent price, like $30 a month to $100 a month. It depends how much the project costs for the addition to the remodeling.
Yeah. Love it. And talk to me about marketing. How are you going about getting your name out there? Are you online? Is it word of mouth?
Word of mouth. Word of mouth, and a lot of like contractors use me. We work with a lot of like builders. So we go in there and do a couple projects for the builders. Then the homeowners next door sees us. We talk to them. A lot of my foremen can call me out there, and I'll be out there in 2 seconds just to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Love it. Have you ever considered social media, or is that not really your thing?
It wasn't. So it was a flyer thing back in the day.
Yeah.
So we did the flyers.
I love it.
And so I've done multiple different properties for multiple different families. Like this family had like 7 kids, and I did all their additions, all their kitchen remodels. They buy the house, I fixed it up for them, and they pay me straight forward. I mean, just that's how it was word of mouth for the longest. But when Corona happened, everybody stopped using people. It went real slow. I'm still recovering from 4 years ago. I got full custody of my 2 kids, so it's. Like, my kids come first. That's why I was running a little bit late coming up here. I'm sorry about that.
No, don't
My son had to go to school late. So, it's hard getting them up. But, you know, they've worked with me. I took my 5-year-old with me since he was pretty much 5 years old. He's 16 and a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
They're a handful.
Yeah.
But they don't want to go in the same field I am because they see how I work 60 hours a week. You know, I'm tired all the time. But I usually give a break to myself and take like a month off and go travel for a minute.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. You got to find that balance. Right?
I know, you have to find the balance through life and, you know, family and work.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that you bring your kids because growing up, my mom was in construction. This was a long time ago before you even saw any women. She would do everything, put up walls, tiles, and she would take my siblings to work with us, and we would also see like how much work she would put into it.
Yeah.
So that's cool that you also were able to take your kids there and see, right?
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of an experience of what all the hard work you're probably putting in for them to make sure that they have a good life, right?
Yeah. I mean, decent life.
Yeah. Well, we do the best we can, right?
Oh yeah, you have to.
Absolutely. I'd also like to ask you, do you have a location or an office? Or
So our location is right here in Mobile. We just got out of another office. So we're getting ready to move into Lorton. And we're going to have a bigger area where we can stack up material and stuff like that.
Cool.
That's my dream. I'm working towards it.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with a couple realtors right now trying to figure out the property. Something with like a warehouse and an upstairs for the office area, because it's me and a couple sales guys, and I can't try to keep it minimum as possible.
Yeah.
So I don't have to pay everybody everything.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that you're working on that next step, bigger space, warehouse, so you can have inventory of your own. Pretty cool. Why should people choose you guys to work with when they're working on their homes?
Because the owner will be there one by one, to the beginning to the end. I want to be my hands in the project. If I see something messed up, I will tear it out and redo it. Just because you're paying for a high dollar price, I mean, it's not high dollar. It's decent. Like a bathroom remodel is like $33 with the labor and material and everything. So $33 and then a kitchen remodel is about $13. You know, I give a decent price, but I give a warranty to my material, warranty to my labor. I give a year warranty to every labor job I do, and my hands will be there from the beginning to the middle and to the end.
Wow. What are some of your favorite projects to work on?
Favorite projects? Oh, man.
Or what's something you're like, get out of the way, I'm doing that. I love that. That's my favorite thing to do.
Cabinets.
Cabinets? Okay.
Yeah. I don't have any pictures posted on social media, but I can hang cabinets all by myself.
Yeah.
I have a little trick that my grandfather taught me. Take 2 pieces of boards, turn one sideways, turn up, and lock it in so I could just hang it myself.
Look at that.
And put a laser on our stuff, make sure everything's level, and put crown molding up, and call it a day.
Very nice. I'd like to know, what's the background? You said your family also was in the business. So what
construction. They're in construction business. Okay. So my dad's a painter. His brothers, he has 3 brothers. One's a contractor, and then I worked with him, and then met this one guy a long time ago. His name is Saul, and he put me under his wing for 20 years.
Wow.
So he still works for me, but I usually work for him.
Yeah.
I usually call my guys up to do projects with him. We just did a church about a week ago, did all the trim work, changed it all out. It's one of the oldest churches in where is it? DC.
Okay.
It was a good project. It was right there off of Georgetown, right by the college. It's the first church ever.
Okay. Was it by like the Exorcist stairs? Do you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yes,
That
right
one?
there.
Okay,
right there.
that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool,
Yeah,
actually.
I do the snow removal there for a couple times.
Okay, so is snow removal something too?
No.
No, that was just
it was
secret.
just for the project. You know,
Okay.
you got a little.
So don't contact them for snow services, y'all.
You got to butter it up a little bit. You know.
True, very true. Okay. What have been some of the craziest buildings that you've ever been in? I'm curious. Like, have you ever been to a building where you're like, whoa, what in the world is this?
What was the Son of Saigon? It's in Old Town Alexandria. I'm sorry, I'm advertising a little business, but
that's okay.
the bathroom floor was completely rotted out, water damage. It was an old building, and I had to sit there and frame it up. And I had to get underneath the building and everything like that.
Oh, that kind of sounds scary.
It was scary. The rats I kept seeing run around.
Oh, man.
But they don't have it in there. It's just, you have multiple buildings right beside it and have to crawl in the crawl space and everything like that. It was crazy. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. I'm glad I'm not saying the name right.
No, it's okay. We don't have to say the name. I pronounce things funny all the time.
Yeah, it was all completed, rotted out, caved in. I had to put studs under there. And I only had this much of clearance to go under there and dig holes out and put studs, because down in the old houses that are like the limestone rocks that go around the base of it, sometimes they sink.
Oh no.
And Old Town Alexandria is really old. So they have a lot of settling cracks, everything like that, a lot of plaster.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered maybe like getting like a GoPro camera or like filming yourself in these crazy things and putting it online? I feel like TikTok would eat this up. Like, look at me.
Oh, I've been underneath the new so for a company, they subcontract me work to handle squeaky floors. You get these new houses with squeaky floors.
Yes.
So homeowner came up and was like, "Can I see your phone?" I was like, "Why you gotta see my phone? I want to take a picture because I've never seen a man underneath my floor like that."
They would eat this up.
A lot of my clients eat it up. I make them laugh, make them feel comfortable.
See? I need to see that. So you can get more clients be like, this guy's funny. I want to work with him.
I'm very hyperactive. I'm very OCD when it comes to my work. I take pride in my work and I love my job. I want to give people a dream, not a nightmare.
Yeah, no, not a nightmare. Even if it's spooky.
I mean,
season.
a lot of clients, they deal with clients, a lot of contractors that give a nightmare. They sit there, schedule the job, don't get it done. I don't have any prompts or anything, but I have a work order where it shows you time, date, scheduled every 2 weeks, this week, the progress report.
Yeah.
And
I feel like a lot of people want to know about that because they're left in the dark like, okay.
And the number is my personal number. So anybody who calls that number will contact me and I'll be out there to check it out. I want to make sure I'm on there. If I can't make it out, some person from my team will make it out there.
Why is this so important to you to be so hands-on and be available?
Because my mom's Italian. She's very OCD. So it's like, come on now, this has to be perfect.
Yeah.
I hate working for her.
Shout out, Mom. We love you.
I love you, Mom, but man, it's a nightmare.
We love you, Mom. We do. Very cool. No, but it's kind of a good thing she kind of instilled in you, because now you kind of have that too, right?
Yeah,
where you're just like, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna get it done right. People love to see that, and like you said, you give people a scheduled plan of what's going on, because I've heard nightmare things where people are just like, they've been here forever and I've seen no progress, what am I paying you guys for, right? So I'm glad that you have that. A lot of people want to know.
Yeah, and we take 30 minutes off of every job to clean up. Everything has to be cleaned up because you never know, you got kids running around. And then the homeowner wants to see progress. She wants to see a beautiful product, not dirt all over the place, and that just drives me insane. Cool. I'll start sweeping. My son will start cleaning. I remember one time he was 5 years old. I took him on a project, and the homeowner was like, "Oh, you got your son with you?" I was like, I didn't have a babysitter. 5 years old. He wasn't in school yet. Or 4 years old. He had told him, "Hey, take that shop vac and clean up all the studs. Get all the dirt out of the studs and everything like that. I'll pay you $100.
That's what my mom would do too.
And he was like, $100? So I gave him a $100 bill. He's like, "Dad, that's it?" I was like, "Okay, I'll be right back." And the homeowner sat there, took the $100, went to the bank, got the $100 in one. So a 5-year-old sitting there flexing. And he still flexes. He has his own business too.
Look at that. What does he got? Let's shout it out.
He was a landscaper. It was called Little Man Landscaping.
Little Man Landscaping, love it.
He was doing it for a while. I came up with the name, got him a whole company shirt, got a company hat. Because you have to sit there and give to your kids' dreams. And even though they don't stick with it, at least you show them that you're going to be backing them up through it.
Exactly.
He did selling purses, selling clothes. What else he did? Oh, we had so many people knock on our door when we had Corona. He was selling stuff, all his toys he got for Christmas, everything. I'm like, what are you doing?
You
like,
made a little entrepreneur here.
Yeah, you need money. I was like, okay. So he makes good money. What he does.
Do you feel proud about that? Like he's like going out there trying to make his own business?
Because he worked with me since he was 5 years old.
Yeah.
My oldest one, he's the smart one that wants to go to like be a engineer. He wants to go to Virginia Tech to be an engineer, but he wants to go to Nova first. And float it out and see if he wants to stick with it.
Yeah. No, that would be cool because then maybe you guys could work together or something. You can add engineering to your
computer engineer.
Oh, okay, I thought
he wants to go for the high dollar one.
Gotcha. No, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that your kids are inspired by you and like going to work, whether they're saying...
I'm inspired by them. What are you
Okay,
they inspire me.
Aww.
They inspire me to wake up in the morning. Sometimes I don't want to wake up and do projects or anything like that, but they inspire me because I have them in, living with me and, sitting there, make sure my diet's correctly, fish and chicken. That's all my son lets me eat.
Wow.
No red meat.
About that. Why no red meat?
High blood pressure.
Oh,
stressed out all the time. And, yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is something that, do you feel like in your industry that's something that a lot of people don't think about?
You got to be healthy. I mean, you got to sit there. I'm 39 years old. I'm almost 40. March 9th, I'll be 40. So I got to sit there and stay long enough for my kids to see their grandkids and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Like.
And I feel like the type of job you have puts a lot of like stress on your body, right? What?
Micromanaging everything and not having a manager? Yeah, it does. It really does. It really does. Like I just put out like 4 or 5 bids yesterday, and then I went up to DC today to go look at a property. Mm-hmm. So I'm driving all over the place,
Yeah, no.
I need to get me a Tesla soon.
Yeah, you don't have to drive anymore. You can just close your eyes, right?
No, but the charging time is what killed me. So I'm like 4 hours for this many miles? I'm good.
Yeah. Speaking on that, what do you like to do when you're not at work to de-stress and like take care of your mind and your body?
I go hiking. I like Skyline Drive. That's a beautiful place up there. Definitely the season. Reading mostly.
What do you like to read? How-to books to learn more?
No. I mean business books. Investments. I was thinking about getting a real estate investment, but it looks like a headache. So I go all over the place. I try to find something I'm key and I enjoy doing. Yeah. So sitting there waiting for this project to be done and lowballing all the contractors that come in there to sell the product. I'm like, I wouldn't want to be lowballed. So I'm good. I'm just going to push that to the side. Then I try this. I always try to go through like the marketing. I'm doing a marketing for, business. I'm trying to get that up and running because I need to get more clients and keep the guys busy for next year. Yeah. I got projects until December, but it's still like they're iffy. Like if this guy gets done fast, I don't have a project for him.
Yeah. So you got to always be on top of that and look ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. And now talk to me about the deck side of your business. Right now you said it's like popular right now? Is that what
No. So the deck side in the wintertime really is not that popular.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it opposite. Sorry.
No. It's okay. I might have said that, but it's one of my popular things. To build a deck, because I can do the estimates right there on site. Okay. I have a calculator for that. So I put the square footage. I can do the staining, the board replacements, and everything off of Google Sheets? Yeah, Google Sheets. Okay. So it's a calculator on there. So everything comes all right there. Put it onto a work order, and I'll sit there and talk to the client and sit there and just look at my phone, just do it real quick and email it to them.
Easy peasy.
That's an easy one. The cabinets, I mean, it just depends how many cabinets they want, but usually I got the number in my head and I can put a shit out, and that's material, labor, and everything together. Yeah. And those are custom cabinets.
Yeah, love it. And is there anything maybe that I have missed or not talked about that you would like to have our listeners know, whether it's about yourself or your business?
Just go to apexcraftsman.com. I mean, little line space right there. I mean, you can always... yeah. But just check out the website and give me a contact.
Love it. And now I have one more question before you run away. Yeah. I would like to know if there's been something that anybody has ever told you, or maybe you read a quote or a saying that has inspired you. Could you tell me anything that's inspired you and share with our listeners?
If you can dream it, I can build it. That's one of my favorite quotes right there. And we just make it easy for you to talk to us and walk you over your plans. That's my quote. I mean, I love that quote.
Yeah, I love it too. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it, and thank you so much just for sharing your journey and about your kids. It means a lot that you are sharing that with us. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.